what's going on, guys? It's your boy Cali K9, and today I'm gonna show you a 15-minute routine you can do before you leave the house to go to work, to go to school, whatever you have going on. I wanna make sure that you're getting that training in with your dog. And if you have a new dog, I'm gonna be keeping it pretty basic so you can actually practice these skills too. So if you guys like this content, make sure to like and subscribe. And guys, let's get to it. All right, guys, so first thing I'm gonna do with Ultimo is make sure that he's ready to go, boy. You ready? Good boy. Yeah, so you see he's ready to go. So you wanna make sure your dog is excited about the training. So I like to give a dog like a cue to get that ignition going. I say, you ready? Good boy, and then I reward him for being ready. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do. From there, we're gonna go ahead and go into the break command. Ultimo, break. Good, so the break is what the dog is gonna get. Every time he does a behavior, he gets released from a behavior. Break. So we wanna make sure we get him used to that break. Good job, boy. Okay, so what happens with the break is every time you give your dog a behavior, they break from a behavior. So you want to make sure that that word has a lot of value. So when they hear it, they actually know that it's time to get paid. So the next behavior I want to teach my dog is the place command, right? Because the place is where we just establish a little impulse control. So he has the excited break and play, which is the go button. Now we have to kind of teach him a stop button to have some control. You ready? Good. Place. Good place. Now, when he gets up there, I give him a sustainment marker, and I reward him for getting up there, break. Then I reward him for doing it, and I release him from doing it. So first is the sustainment marker, then is the release marker of the break. So you got to make sure that you're telling him good while he's doing it, but then you got to release him from doing it. Ultimo, place, good place, break. So if I'm working with my dog at home, I'm going to get at least about 10 to 15 reps of each behavior that I'm doing, and that'll just make sure that I get that 15 minutes a day. So next, I'm gonna dive into the sit command. I'm gonna have him get on the place and sit. Good. Ultimo. Break. Good. Place. Sit. Good. Sit. Break. Good boy. Now remember, guys, you can praise your dog for reward, you can feed your dog reward, and you can give your dog a toy. But sometimes, if you're new at this, the toy will get your dog overly excited. So sometimes it's good to just feed him his breakfast doing these exercises. So next, we're gonna work on the down command. Break. Good boy. Box, down. Break. Good boy. Place. Down. Good. Break. Good. So once you have the sitting down, now I want to teach you guys how to do the spin. Now the spin just kind of keeps it fun and keeps a little bit of acrobatics in the training. Break. Good. Spin. Break. Good boy. Good. Break. Spin. Break. Good boy. Now the spin is cool because when you are eventually healing with your dog, good. Spin. Heel. It keeps a little bit of separation between just doing the heel back to back. It adds a little bit of fun. Spin, heel, good when you're healing. Good, spin, break, heel, good, heel, heel, good, heel, good, heel, good, heel, good boy. Next, I'm gonna work on the come command. Break, sit. I'm gonna do it just from one step. Sebby, sit, good, good. Good, place. Sit. Good, Sebby. Good. And eventually I extend that. Sebby. Sit. Good. Good. Then I'll start working on the heel command. Break. Heel. Good boy. Place. Good boy. Heel. Good boy, good heel. Break. Good. So when you're working with a tight, close quarters like this, you're able to get a lot of reps in just a small area. All you need is your dog bed, all you need is your leash and some food, which is usually the dog's breakfast. Real simple way to get your dog in the routine of doing these behaviors. Now, these behaviors extend to longer behaviors, like the long recall, long versions of healing, sitting and downing for long periods of time. This is when you truly have obedience. And we're gonna make sure that you use a lot of distractions in between. So when he's a little tired, now I'll start working on a little distraction work. Good boy, no, no, good boy. Good, break. Next, I'm gonna incorporate the search command. So the search command is just another way to get the dog in that dopamine state, add more fun behaviors to the exercise routine so your dog stays real excited and amped up about the training, because you don't want a bored dog. You want a dog that's motivated, that's engaged, that loves the work. And again, you see how he's getting nice and tired. So this is actually a great way to tire your dog out right before you leave so they're not sitting there all cooped up with energy. So now I'm gonna work on from the box to the search. And again, guys, I'm using just a household bed as well as just my kids' soccer goal, which again, you could use a cone, a chair, you're just getting these behaviors in. All right, so the way we teach the search, break, good search, have him lure, break, good boy. Good post, good place, sit, break, search, break, good boy. So now that you've got some of that energy out and you worked on some distractions, we worked on the place, the search, the spin, the sit, the down, the come, and some healing exercises, now we can start to work on some house training. And keeping your dog conditioned to be good in the house is a big deal. And I like to keep my leash on even in the house because it allows me to back up what I say and give my dog some direction. So it's okay to have your leash on in the house. So let's go in the house and work on some house manner stuff just so you can keep your dog sharp. All right, guys, so now that the dog is a little tired, the dog has worked on some distraction work outside, now we're gonna bring the dog inside. So this would be a great time to, after maybe you gotten washed up, you're ready to go to work, you put your dog on a long down. This teaches your dog impulse control around the house. Good things you can do is, make breakfast, go answer, touch the door, go to the front door, knock on the door. These are good things to keep your dog sharp, guys, because sometimes we expect our dogs to be very consistent, but we're not consistent. So make sure that you're doing this little 15-minute routine. And again, this is gonna keep your dog under control in the house where they're not running around all crazy. So maybe you might give the dog the rest of their meal during this time, because now you can split up half of the meal for training, another half of the meal for just training in the house. And I keep the leash on my dog, so I always can back up. Like if he gets up, I can take him back with the leash. I don't have to grab his collar. I'm able to still make a correction, and then I'm still keeping rewards handy if my dog is doing a good job in the house. So guys, make sure to do your 15 minutes a day. It keeps the bad behavior away. All you have to do is stay consistent about this routine, and I swear, you'll see a whole new dog. Now, if you're dealing with issues and behavior problems like aggression, impulsivity, or reactivity, and you need some more help, hit the link below, and we'll make sure to get you on a call with one of our master trainers who can get you on the right track to making sure that you're your dog's pack leader, you're a better communicator, and that your dog is having a great time during the training process. All right, guys, so I know you probably enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button, make sure to comment, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. It's only going up from here, guys. We have a lot of new content coming, but I gotta make sure you guys are getting it. So much love, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.